Vic, what about the math? Like, do you have you got a background in statistical mechanics, or like how much of a quant do you have to be in order to actually do this for a living?
Basic math, in my opinion.
Like baseball statistics kind of thing, or
you just have to know some thumb rules, and I could do math quickly in my head. Like sometimes I'll get hit on.
You gotta be quick, huh?
Yeah, like I mean, I will in the span of a minute, I will sometimes do 10, 15 trades, and I have to know what my net exposure is at the end of those 15 trades. While the risk is still trying to populate through my system and my computer's trying to update on my risk and stuff like that, I have to know it because I'm the one that's making the decisions without it having updated. So it's just being able to keep track of that,
Okay, serious question here. Tell me if I need to turn the video off on this one. 15 trades a minute. Are you making decisions? I mean, are you making, what side of your brain are you operating? Are those analytic decisions, or do you have a well-trained gut?
So we actually get statistics on this every quarter, and my average response time to a trade inquiry is 2.4 seconds. So I will decide in 2.4 seconds, how bad do I want the risk, what price I'm going to put onto it, how that affects my risk. And and I type it in and send it.
Is there a decision tree? Like it just seems like when things happen that fast, you must have a mental checklist.
I do. So I determine how am I positioned at the moment, right? So if I'm already long, I don't want to get longer per se. If it's a small trade, I'll take it. What's an extra million or two or 10, whatever, it doesn't really matter, right? But now if someone comes in on 35, on 50, I'm going to be like, I'm not going to win that one, and I'll just put a really crappy bid because I don't want it. But if it's something that's going to reduce my risk and I'm going to lock in a profit, I'm like, I'll just do mid, or I give, through mid, or just whatever I want to move my risk and make it more flexible. The idea is to maintain myself flexible and kind of anticipate where the next trade's going to go.
So let me poke at something. So you said maybe I'm already long. So in the options world, I'm tracking a lot of metrics, right? I could be long delta, short gamma. I could be balanced theta. Like there are a lot of different ways that I can be long and short. Is it the same in your case? Are you tracking a whole bunch of different metrics and having to balance opposing risks, or are the numbers?
I usually track my CR01, but since I have different products, I have high yield and IG. I know that and investment grade. You know that each product behaves differently, right? So you can't just go off the CR01. You also have to account for how is it going to move in this market.
You probably don't even see time passing during the day, do you?
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm like, oh man,
yeah, just like blink and the day's over.
Yeah.
Holy cow.